Hey Shalom y'all, welcome back to OTH. So what we're going to be looking at today is some older Craftsman tools. This is the drill that I've had for quite a while, probably at least 10 years. I'm terrible with dates and times, but yeah, but it's a 19.2. Yeah, you know, it came as a kit with like a 5.5 inch trim saw, a sawzall or reciprocating saw, and a lantern. And they've served me well over the years. And you know, they're actually still in pretty decent shape. You know, they still get the job done. As a matter of fact, I just used this drill to drill a 3/8 hole through 6 inches of pine to put the bolts through the glue lamb on the playset that I just finished. So, you know, these tools have plenty of power. There's nothing wrong there. However, what the issue becomes over time is that these older ni-cad batteries like this, and you can see the model number of these are, so you can match it up to what you may or may not own. But anyways, these ni-cad batteries just don't last. And you can still buy them actually from Craftsman for like $50 a piece. And, you know, obviously I don't want to do that. And so, you know, I stopped doing that. Then one of my sons is going to be moving out soon. And last summer he worked as an apprentice with some folks that buy old houses and, you know, sometimes, you know, level the lot and completely start over, and sometimes rehab them, that type of thing. But anyways, you know, he wants to get into that, you know, general contracting type of work. And so he's going to need a starter set of tools. And rather than him, you know, having to go into, you know, a lot of debt, buying a whole bunch of tools that he may or may not actually need in the future, you know, because at this point he still doesn't know if that's what he wants to do or not. So I thought I would give him this old set of Craftsman, but, you know, these old ni-cad batteries just weren't cutting it. You know, they weren't good for very long. So I got on Amazon and I found these. This particular brand is called Power Extra, but there are others that sell ni-cad batteries for these, you know, 19.2 Craftsman line, you know, and they're all interchangeable. And of course, no sooner than I got this, then, you know, Amazon sends you the recommendations, and Amazon sent me the recommendation is like, hey, you should buy some of these. And this particular company that makes this one is called Energe Up. Oh, bringing it close, let you see what I'm talking about here. And these are the newer, you know, lithium-ion batteries. And so, you know, starting with the old ni-cad, right? They still work. Still have, you know, plenty of power when the batteries are fully charged. The problem is with ni-cads is that as the power in the battery wanes, so does the power in your hand tool, your power tool that you're using. Unlike lithium ion, you know, with lithium ion, you've got basically the same power all the way through until all of a sudden the battery hits a wall and nothing, you know. And so, you know, I went from this to, you know, a new ni-cad. Yeah, like I said, still good power. Drilled a 3/8 inch hole through a 6 inch microlam with this drill just the other day. But for $25 a piece, I got these new lithium-ion batteries that even have, you know, a power meter on the front, or fuel gauge, as some of the tool brands call theirs. And this is like almost like dealing with a brand new tool now, because the power on this doesn't wane like it does with a ni-cad. And it has, you know, the power lasts a lot longer, plus the drill itself is a lot lighter. There's a lot of difference in the weight between these two batteries. I say this probably weighs half of what that does. just because of the difference in the technology of the batteries. So they're all completely interchangeable as well. So if you have some of these older Craftsman tools, if you don't want to buy the generics, you can buy the Craftsman brand lithium-ion batteries, and they will work in these older 19.2. At least they do in my whole system. They work in my reciprocating saw, they work in my trim saw, and they work in the lantern. The only thing you have to be aware of, that you have to know, is that you have to buy, you can't use your old 1 hour charger like this. This is the charger that came with mine. And these obviously will still work to charge your older ni-cad batteries, but they won't charge your lithium-ion batteries. So what I did is I ordered an aftermarket battery charger that charges both the lithium-ion and the ni-cad batteries. And so this will charge both. So I think I paid around $40-ish, something like that, for this charger. And so, now when I give this system to my son, he's going to have 4 or 5 working batteries, 2 lithium-ion, like 3 ni-cads, and they'll all be able to be charged on this battery charger. And obviously you can buy the Craftsman version of this if you want as well. It's extra expense, for kind of an older set of tools, but they're still very capable. And so if you have some of these older Craftsman tools, don't make the mistake I did, and waste your money buying these older Craftsman branded ni-cads, or these other companies that are still making the ni-cads for the 19.2. Step up to the Craftsman, or these aftermarket brands, and these seem to be very good batteries. I've used them quite a bit. Like I was talking about, just the other day, we were putting this through its paces, so to speak. And this particular battery charger here, it's just a generic, I don't even remember what the name of it is anymore, but 5-star ratings on Amazon. And so this was a great way to bring new life to old tools. So there you have it, folks. Thanks for joining me today. I hope that you're having a great and wonderful day. We'll talk to you soon. Shalom.